Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrutyam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devi Saraswati Vyasam Tato Jayamudirayet Nashtaprayeshu Vadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Muttama Shloke Bhaktiravavati Naishtaki. Randraj Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam ki jai. Reading Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, 3rd Canto, 23rd chapter, titled as 23rd chapter, titled as Devahūti's Lamentation. Devahūti has served Kardama Muni, and when Kardama Muni was pleased with the service of Devahūti, Kardama Muni gave her a blessing. Then Devahūti asked Kardama Muni that please give me a very nice mansion to house to stay and a child. So Kardama Muni, with his yogic power, he transformed Devahūti. And the transformation of Devahūti is mentioned, as well as the yogic power of Kardama Muni is mentioned here in these shlokas. So as we learned in the previous shloka yesterday, that when a Devahūti asked for the house and a child, Kardama Muni with his yogic power created an opulent palace. And this was a flying castle actually, which was studded with gold and diamonds as well. Beautiful birds and flowers and everything was there in this palace. But at the same time, Kardama Muni saw that Devahūti, her body was very weak because of her austerity while she was serving Kardama Muni. So Kardama Muni asked Devahūti that you please take a shower in the Bindu Sarovar. So as soon as Devahūti accepted the order, Hare Krishna, accepted the order of her husband, and she took a shower in the Bindu Sarovar. So further, the transformation of Devahūti's body is mentioned here in these shlokas. So text number 25. Angam chamala pankena sanchana shabalasthanam avishesha sarasvatya sara shiva jalashayam. So Devahūti, she took a shower in the water of Bindu Sarovar. At that time, her body was coated with the dirt. Angam cha malapankena. Malapankena was dirt. And her hair were matted. And she jumped into the water of Bindu Sarovar, which was nothing but the water of river Saraswati. And the transformation was Santaha Sarashi Veshmastha Sthani Dasha Kanyakaha Sarva Kishora Vayaso Dadarsho Tapala Gandhayam. At that time, when she took the shower, at this time, the palace, which was in the middle of the lake, she saw 1,000 maidservants were there. They were created by the yogic power of Kardama Muni. And these maidservants were there to serve Devahūti. So here is the power of a yogi. Yogi with his strength, spiritual strength, can easily form whatever he wants, material as well as spiritual. Tam drashtva sahasothaya Prochu pranjalaya striya vayam karma karistubhyam shadinam karavam kim. When the thousands of those maidservants, they saw Devahūti, they suddenly rose and they started praying with the folded hands to Devahūti. They said, "We are here as your maidservants. Tell us what we can do." So all these was created by Kardama Muni with his yogic power. So purport Srila Prabhupada is explaining, while Devahūti was thinking of what to do in that great palace, in her dirty clothes, they were at once, by the yogic power of Kardama Muni, 1,000 maidservants prepared to serve her. They appeared before Devahūti within the water and presented themselves as the maidservants, simply waiting for her order. And then all these maidservants, they requested what we can do. So these girls, the maidservants, were very respectful to Devahūti. And they brought her into the water of Bindu Sarovar, and they bathed her with valuable oils, ornaments, and then they dressed Devahūti with new clothes to cover her body. So these maidservants were serving Devahūti, and further, Bhushanani Paradhyani Variyamsi Dhumanticha Annam Sarva Gunopeta Panam Cheva Amrutasavam. They decorated her body with excellent and valuable jewels, which shine very brightly. And then they offered her food, which was containing all the good nutritious qualities. And they gave her a drink, which is called asavam, which was very sweet. So asavam, Prabhupada is explaining, is an Ayurvedic medical preparation, and it's not a liquor, and is specially made from drugs and is meant to improve the metabolism for healthy condition of human body. So they gave her medicine because Devahūti's body was very thin and emaciated. Adarshe Samatmanam Sragvin Virajabbaram Virijam Krita Swastiyanam Kanya Bahumanitam. Then in a mirror, she beheld her own reflection. Her body was completely free from all the dirt, and she was adorned with a garland, dressed in unswilled robes, and decorated with auspicious marks of tilaka. She was served very respectfully by maids. So Kardama Muni, with his yogic power, when he created all this beautiful house and maid servants for his wife, Devahūti, they all served her, gave her the medicine, gave her bath, and decorated her very nicely with jewels and ornaments and garlands. So she was looking very, very beautiful. Sthanam krita shira snanam sarvabharanam bhushitam nishkagrivam valiyanam kujat kanchana nuparam. Her entire body, including her head, was completely bathed, and she was decorated all over with beautiful ornaments. She wore a special necklace with a locket, bangles on her wrist, and tinkling anklets of gold were about her ankles. So she was very, very nicely decorated. Sri Prabhupada is explaining the word Krita Shirasnanam. According to Smriti Shastra, directions for her daily duties, ladies are allowed to bathe daily up to the neck. Their hair on the head does not necessarily have to be washed daily, because the mass of wet hair may cause cold. For the ladies, therefore, taking a bath up to the neck is ordinarily prescribed, and they take a full bath only on certain occasions. On this occasion, Devahūti took a full shower and washed her hair very nicely. When a lady takes an ordinary bath, it is called Mala Snana, and when she takes the full bath, including the head, it is called Shira Snana. At this time, she needs sufficient oil to smear her head. That is the direction of commentators of Smriti Shastra. So here there's a science of how to take the bath and how the ladies take the bath routinely is mentioned here by Srila Prabhupada through the Smriti Shastra. Very detailed. Next shloka is Shronayor adhyastha kancha kanchana bahuratnaya harena cha maharena ruchakena cha vibhushitam. About her hips she wore a girdle of gold set with the numerous jewels. She was further adorned with precious pearl necklace and auspicious substances. So Prabhupada is explaining about saffron, kunkuma, auspicious substance including saffron, kunkuma and sandalwood pulp. Before taking a bath, there are other auspicious substances such as turmeric mixed with mustard seed oil which are smeared all over the body. All kinds of auspicious substances were used to bathe Devahūti from top to the toe. So this is the auspicious bath when they put very valuable things like saffron and sandalwood and kumkum, and they shower. And then turmeric also is used with mustard oil. And they are smeared all over the body for the auspicious bath. Further, Sudata Subrava Slakshna Snigdha Pagnena Chakshusha Padmakosha Sprudha Nilair Alakescha Lasanam Mukham. Her countenance shone with beautiful teeth and charming eyebrows, her eyes distinguished by lovely moist corners defeated by the body of lotus buds. Her face was surrounded by dark circling tresses. So here is a description of Devahūti after taking the shower and revival by the medicine. Prabhupada is explaining, according to Vedic culture, white teeth are very much appreciated. Devahūti's white teeth increased the beauty of her face and made it look like a lotus flower. When a face looks very attractive, the eyes are generally compared to the lotus petals and face to the lotus flower. Further, Yada samsara shabham rishinam daityam patim tatra kachaste sahasribhir yatrasthe sa prajapati. At that time, Devahūti thought of her great husband, the best of the sages Kardama Muni, who was very dear to her. She, along with all the maidservants, at once appeared where he was. So here, Devahūti she was revived, she became beautiful and very nicely decorated. And now she wanted to see her husband. And as soon as she just thought about him, she appeared along with all the maidservants in front of Kardama Muni. So Srila Prabhupada is explaining, it appears from these words that in the beginning Devahūti thought herself to be dirty and dressed in a very niggardly way. When her husband asked her to enter the lake, she saw the maidservants and they took care of her. Everything was done within the waters. And as soon as she thought of her beloved husband, Kardama Muni was brought before him without delay. These are some of the powers attained by yogi. They can immediately execute anything they desire. So we can see that Kardama Muni, being a great yogi, having this great yogic power because of his tapasya for Lord Vishnu, he could do anything and everything possible. And he tried to please his wife because his wife Devahūti had served him very nicely. So that was the power of a yogi, Kardama Muni. So we'll pause here. We'll continue the study of Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam tomorrow. Randraj Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam ki jai.